Hello everyone, Brad Johnson here, and in this video we're going to be talking about applying selfness. So, when I'm speaking about selfness, what I am not talking about is being selfish. Okay? This is not what's being said when we are looking into the aspect of selfness. Selfish or selfishness has basically created a very strong collective meaning, feeling that it's all about us, we only care about us, no one else matters, the hell with them, and I'm going to, put myself on such a high pedestal that no one else matters. Right? That's not what's being talked about when we're looking into the aspect of selfness. Now, with a lot of people that I've worked with, and people that I've just started to understand how they are helping others as well too, there's a great misconception about this idea, where you know that you're so much in service to others that the self basically gets drained. It's kind of like a little battery here, right? It's running on empty, it's like it's flashing red, and the battery is getting empty. And people do tend to get upset when they feel that they have just been depleted, they've been drained, because they've been using all of their energy trying to help others, trying to get other people to see the big picture, trying to get them to understand, hey, we're going through changes here. We're going through shifts. You have to work upon yourself. You have to get yourself in order. You need to go inside yourself. You need to start working with your emotions. Why can't you get this? What's going on here? Why, right? And we drain ourselves trying to get others to see what it is that we, as way showers, star seeds, etc., are attempting to show others. But as long as you keep doing that, you are draining yourself, because as long as you're doing this work where you feel that you have to really get out there and just do a lot of legwork and start telling people, hey, come on, lift your spirits, lift up, lift up, lift up. It's telling you that there is this dissatisfaction within yourself where you're not giving yourself time to align. Your change on this planet is not about doing legwork and having to knock on people's doors and saying, hey, do your inner work, do your emotional work, work inside yourself, go into your inner being, start creating yourself, and this is what's going to make you alive. No, you cannot manipulate the external reality. It is not about knocking on people's doors. It is not about feeling that you're doing a bunch of legwork and thinking that you're going to change everybody. Okay? That, with all due respect, is a type of arrogance. Right? So we are not attempting to do that. The whole idea is that we are doing what we can, not to deplete ourselves, but if I was to bring in Mr. Stickman here again, but to energize ourselves with the work that we are doing with us. And this is the work of selfness, not the idea of selfishness, and not the idea of selflessness, right? So if we're basically looking at selfishness, and if we're looking at selflessness, these are polarities. Right? So we're looking into the aspects of polarities. A lot of people will look into the books like The Law of One, and we'll talk about service to others and service to self, service to others and service to self, positive and negative, etc. And that's basically just talking about these states of polarities. But it's not about being one or the other. It's the idea that you are combining these two so that you're working on the silver lining, right? So rather than us thinking that we need to exhaust ourselves, telling everybody, come on, get up off your butts, start going inside yourself and start doing all this inner work and start correcting yourself, etc., 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 we are being no more different than those that would represent controllers. Just sit on your butts and do nothing. Just obey. Just be obedient. Just listen to us. Do as you're told, right? It's another particular type of attempt at obedience, right? That's not what we're attempting to do here. When you see yourself integrate yourself, now you are becoming this shining light example. You have done so much inner work upon yourself that it's no longer about your dependability to go out and thinking that you need to go and get everybody fixed up, right? Because who they are right now just isn't going to cut it. And we need to fix everybody up, etc., etc., etc. And that plays with arrogance. That just represents a state of arrogance, no more differently than these controllers upon this planet who are trying to get you to stay together with obedience and control, right? This is just another type of control. So it's not about that. It's not about trying to feel that you need to go out and you need to change somebody because who they are right now sucks. And that's not who they're supposed to be. They're not going to go to fourth density if they're like that. And by God, they better change or else. Right? No. That is not what is being shared here in the least. When we are working here in selfness, we are aligning to another planet. We are aligning to another body. We are connecting ourselves to another gravitation of energy that says, this is who I am. I have worked upon myself. I have felt that I have completely diminished myself, trying to get other people to see things my way, or that something is wrong with them, etc. There is nothing wrong with the people outside of you. They do not need to change, simply because you can't change them. You are aligning yourself to who you wish to become by working in the selfness ratio, by going within yourself and understanding, I'm attracting these people who may feel that they're not going about this spiritual work or feeling that they do not have a satisfaction with themselves of who they are or what they wish to do, because that's all just interpreting itself back to me. It's as I've talked about in previous videos, if this represents the projection screen of our reality, we're not trying to go in and smudge something and try and draw a happy face when a person is frowning, right? Not taking out a felt marker and say, oh, well, I got this picture of this person frowning. Maybe I'll try and draw a smiley face on him and everything will be better. No, right? You're not looking to change the external reality. It can't be done. Don't try and do it. Work upon yourself. This is your reality. You're the only one here. As you're the only one here, and you start working upon yourself, you start saying, yes, I feel that I've put so much energy talking to others, doing sessions, doing these services, doing a lot of legwork, etc. And now I'm exhausted. Well, now it's time to take a break. Now it's time to truly rejuvenate yourself. You need to look at those little caveats, those little bits that you've discovered. Well, what happened when I'm doing these services? Well, I'm basically feeling that there's a frustration here. There's anger here. There's confusion here. I just feel this within myself when I'm trying to work with other people. They just don't get it, and I get frustrated. They still throw all these questions at me when I felt I've already answered those questions, and it gets me angry. They're still not sure about what's going on, and it's just getting me confused, right? Well, there you go. These are the magnetics that are blasting throughout the cosmos, that are blasting throughout your own reality, telling you, you are attracting these particular type of people. This is the coherency that you're aligning to. And so, rather than feeling that you need to, without any particular type of sense, go out and do selfless work, then you're becoming imbalanced, right? Because it's not just about the idea of throwing yourself out there where the self here doesn't even matter, and you're just going out there and sacrificing yourself to feel that you need to get people to wake up. No, it does not work that way. Yes, we are here to interact with people. Yes, we are here to share things with people. We are here to talk to people. But that all comes from a place of our own inner security. That comes from a place from our own inner nature that is in a state of complement with who we are. And when we start to feel complement with who we are, we no longer start to attract these people that can make us frustrated, that can make us angry, that can confuse us, etc. We're simply attracting those people because it's those people that's trying to tell us something, and we're not getting it. So when you go into yourself, you are working with selfness, right? So selfness is being able to check in, is being able to go within yourself, is being able to monitor your emotional states, your mental states, your belief system states, your physical states, and just being able to replenish yourself and work upon yourself and work to heal these areas of emotional disarray, of mental disarray, of physical disarray. So, we are combining these two together. It is not one over the other. It is not about just being 100% of service to others, while 0% of you is like it's not even existing. It's just a transparent film. Nothing's there. There's no substance, right? So that's not the way to be. It's the whole idea that you are working with selfness. You are being able to align yourself to being this person that you know this is the prime energy of myself. This is what it feels like to just be in a state of primeness, where I feel completely rejuvenated. I feel like I am the person who I want to be. I feel this energy, and I no longer have a need to go running out and screaming at people, for God's sakes, will you wake up? Right? It's not about that anymore. People are waking up. People are realizing that there's more to their reality. They are not as dumb as we may make them out to be. A lot of people are realizing this, and that they are attracting and aligning themselves to other people that are helping them out along the way, because where curiosity starts to broadcast itself throughout reality, they will start to align to people that will help them to make more sense out of what they're experiencing and encouraging them to go within. Do not think that you're the only person on this planet that's going through this awakening, that you're going through this spiritual transformation. Every single person on this planet is affected. And I've talked to thousands of people who feel they're on a spiritual journey, people who are not on a spiritual journey at all, who do not feel that, but they all know the world is changing. They all know that things are happening. And they align to me, and they align to others, because they're getting that type of assistance when they know that they're asking those kind of questions within their mind. It's all synchronistic orchestra. It's all just beautiful sequences of harmonics that are aligning and intertwining together. And that's how we're helping people. Don't try and force this into people and think that you need to go out there and you need to drain yourself and you need to sacrifice everything to try and get people to understand this. That is a lost cause. And that is you just wandering an endless maze until you collapse. You are not responsible for anybody else on this planet at all except you. And I mean that very, very literally. So when you have really done great prime work integrating yourself, you feel alive, you feel amazing, you've done so much inner work upon yourself, you now go outside and you become yourself. You're just walking down a street. You're not even saying any words. Your presence speaks everything. And people are noticing that. You're radiating this energy. You're radiating this field of light that other people are absorbing. And now they will take a part of that with them. That's it. Be the example of who you wish to be. That's all you're here to do on this planet. It is not about the idea that if you're going through struggles, that when we're working with forgiveness, okay, the ability to forgive, it really does take a lot of courage to work in that state of forgiveness. But something that people may not understand is you don't have to forgive anybody else. Okay? So I hear people saying, oh, forgive yourself, forgive others. Forgive others for what? They haven't done anything. Everything that you have done has been based upon your choice. This is not another person's fault, right? This is based upon your own choice of what you decided the path you wanted to walk, right? When you are working with forgiveness, you only need to forgive those emotions that represent an animosity towards another person. It's the emotion itself that you're looking to forgive. It has nothing to do with that other person at all. It does not matter what it is or who it is, right? You're not here to having to forgive other people. You're here to forgive you, to forgive these emotions that you put together in the alignment and helping to bring them into a state of balance again by loving those emotions. Because when those emotions don't exist anymore, you have no animosity towards anybody else. You have no animosity towards yourself. So that's really all you're doing. And this comes through selfness. Selfness is all about forgiveness time. It is all about working within yourself, to work with that emotion, to work with that hurt, and doing what you can to escalate, to rise that love vibration in.